You got some more school choice coming your way on the Missouri side of the state line. So exciting stuff after the legislature got this done, signed by Governor Parson. And what can Kansans learn from what Missouri just did as well? Jeremy Cady, Americans for Prosperity, is here on KCMO. Jeremy, good morning. Take us through what will be the biggest wins for Missouri parents and Missouri students in this bill that was just passed.
Excellent. Well, the biggest win is the expansion of our Mo Scholars program. For those that don't know, the Mo Scholars program provides scholarships to families to educate their children how they best see fit, and it's funded by private donors. So private individuals make donations to nonprofits. These nonprofits give out scholarships to families and children, so that way you can attend the education that you think is best for your kids. And the reason why it's in government, why we have the Most Scholars program, is because those donors get a tax credit. So whenever you make a donation, the next year, whenever you file your income taxes are reduced based on the amount that you give to one of these nonprofits, and that's one of the items that's in there. So one of the big issues with Most Scholars is that it was only those in larger cities, I think you had to live inside of a city of 30,000 or more, could actually participate. So now it does definitely prioritize those that families that are on free and reduced lunches, those that are on individual education plans, so forth and so on. But you had to be in a larger city. And so that barrier has actually been removed. So anyone that fits any of the other requirements in the state of Missouri can now participate and pick the type of education that best fits their kids' needs.
So that's great. Now, is that program, though, mostly for lower income kids to utilize that scholarship program?
It is mostly for folks in lower. It prioritizes individuals in lower income, and so I believe the way that the system works is after everyone applies, they go through and they will prioritize those that are on, say, free and reduced lunches first, and then they work through the system beyond that.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So what about, if you're a parent anywhere in Missouri and, maybe you don't qualify for that, what are the wins in this bill for you when it comes to school choice for you and your child?
Those are some of the things that we're actually still working on. So one of the other big ones that we did have in there is the expansion of charter schools. So there's a huge charter school population in Kansas City, and that did get expanded to Boone County as well now. So a small step there. But we're looking forward to. At the very beginning of the year, there was a lot of noise made around House Bill 1911. That was actually sponsored by Representative Doug Ritchie, who is in the Excelsior Springs area, just a little bit northeast of Kansas City there. And we would love to see something more like that, where anyone who spends money to fund their child's education, whether it's private school, homeschooling, or whatnot, would be themselves. That family would have the opportunity to get a tax credit to offset the cost of all that education, and so then that would be available to everyone. So I think if we're looking forward, we look to expanding even further and making sure that every student in the state of Missouri has an opportunity to find the education that best fits their needs.
How about the 4-day school week? I know that's something that is growing in popularity, and I think Independence right here is the biggest school district in maybe not the state, but certainly our area that has gone to it, facing some criticism for it. I know that's also part of the bill in terms of how school districts handle that 4-day school week. What are your thoughts on that, and what is something that parents and students should take from that part of this bill as well?
So that was a portion of the bill that I didn't follow as closely, but yes, I believe there are incentives in there for schools to actually stick to a five-day school week. And personally, my thought on that is that should be left up to more of the local school districts. I'm not sure that the state should be as heavily involved, but I do think parents should have a say. So, I don't think that the school district should necessarily just be able to force that on parents. A lot of parents, goodness gracious, not many parents work a four-day work week. And so it could create a lot of barriers there for families too. Whenever in those regards, so they might have to seek child childcare or something like that for that 5th day or something like that. So that should be up to parents, and I think parents should have a say. So I think Senate Bill 727 did a lot to incentivize that as well. Then it also raised teacher pay. I know a lot of the school districts across the state are saying that one of the reasons why they're moving to a 4-day school week is because it helps incentivize teachers to come and actually work for them. They prefer to have that shorter work week, and that is one of the items that Senate Bill 727 did also take care of. Is it increased teacher pay across the state of Missouri. I think the minimum now is going to be about $40,000, and hopefully that helps offset some of those issues as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Last thing here in the next minute, Jeremy. I know homeschoolers, the belief is that this is a win for homeschoolers and families that want to homeschool. How and why is that?
Well, homeschoolers, can also participate in the program as well. And so if you want to educate your children, and actually there's a legal definition. It's called a flexible family plan, education plan that you can participate in. You're not officially a homeschooler if you participate in that, but you can teach your children at home. You can apply for one of these scholarships, and they would help offset the cost of curriculum and other items that you would might have to use and buy as well. So it's a win for everyone, whether private school or homeschool.
That's great. Jeremy Cady, Americans for Prosperity, making some progress there in Missouri on KCMO. Thanks so much for the time. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it as well.
You bet.